Hey everybody, welcome to Fit Tip Tuesday. Today I'm answering a student question. The question is, what do I do when I unzip the pull off my zipper after I finish my front fly? The student was in my Fabric Mart Fabric stretch jeans class, and after fitting her pattern, she started making her first pair of jeans, and she shortened her zipper at the top, and then before she got the waistband on, she zipped the pull off one side of the zipper. So I want to show how to put a pull back on with a zipper that's constructed into a fly. Now the first thing I want to show you is, move this out of the way for a second. There's two kinds of zippers that you can work with when you're making pants or jeans. And you can see here I have two metal zippers. It could be a nylon zipper as well. Pant zippers come with nylon teeth, or you can get the jean zipper which has metal teeth. But in either situation, if it's a specialty pant zipper, it's got a lock on the tab or on the pull here. So notice when I try to flick this back and forth, I have some resistance, and that's because it's got a lock on it. Okay, so if you can't just flip your pull back and forth, that's a good indication there's a lock on it. And if you look really close, you can see the lock. It's just right on top of the pull right there. Okay, and what happens is when your zipper is zipped up and you're wearing your jeans and the zipper pull is facing down like this, notice I'm going to try to pull it or unzip it. It doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so that means if you needed to shorten your zipper at the top, you could. I'm going to show you how I shortened this zipper at the top. I basically marked my 1/2 inch that I need for the waistband seam allowance, and then I cut the teeth off. Okay, so that's how you would shorten it from the top. In doing that, you lose the top stops. Now, if your zipper does not have the locking tab, you need the top stops to keep it up, because it's almost like you pull the train like into the station almost, and then those stops keep it from coming down when you're wearing your pants. And this zipper does not have a lock. See how I can flick the pull back and forth? Okay, so watch what happens when I try to unzip this with the pull facing down. It comes down rather easily. So that means this zipper will come unzipped while you're wearing your pants, or it could come unzipped if you shorten it from the top. So since I have this all apart here, I'm just going to show you really quickly. If your zipper becomes unzipped, you can put the pull back on from the bottom. And on a zipper that's not in or constructed into a garment, that's relatively easy. You just line up your teeth here, and then you put the pull back on by inserting the teeth into the right and left side. So I'll do the left side first. Okay, and you just want to get it in there, the first couple of teeth. Okay, so I've got it in. Okay, I've got it in there. Then I'm just going to add the second side, just the equal amount. Then I can hold it from the bottom and the zipper will zip up. Okay, so that's how you fix it when the zipper is not already constructed in a fly. You can see this fly is completely constructed. Okay, and what I've done is I've unsewn my top stitching just where it's sewn to the base of the zipper. We have to free the ends of the zipper in order to put the pull back on. You don't have to take the whole thing apart though, so that's the good news. So I took out my fly top stitching where it crossed over the end of the zipper. Let's look at it from this side here. I also took out the stitching that held the two fly pieces together. You need to be able to do that because we have to get in here. Okay, if you caught the zipper, if you caught the zipper teeth in any other stitching, pick that out as well. So you can see here now I've got my end is free. It's still sewn to the left fly piece. I don't care about that. I just need to be able to get to the very base of the zipper. Okay, and it can just be a little bit. See how there's just like a little, maybe 3/8 of an inch not attached to anything here? That's all you need. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the zipper from the top and open it up like this. Okay, so now your zipper is apart. And you can see the same, we're going to use the same technique to put that zipper back on. Okay, so I'm going to just for fussing around sake, I'm just going to pin my right fly out of the way so it doesn't flop back down. And I'm just going to trim up the edge of this so it's nice and neat and even. Now, if you have the metal stop, okay, this is the metal stop that was on here. I cut that off, okay, because you can't have, you have to be able to release the right and left side of the zipper tape and teeth to get the pull back on. Okay, so if you have a, if you sewed a thread bar tack across your teeth to hold it, take that off with a seam ripper, or if the metal bottom stop is still on your zipper, go ahead and cut that off. Okay, so basically what we're going to do here is I'm going to take my pull and I'm going to take my pull and I'm going to keep it so the pull is face up, and also it's right side face down, because remember we're working with the back side of the zipper here. So I'm going to just insert one side, and then I'm going to carefully insert the other side. And remember, the goal here is you just want to insert it just enough so the teeth are basically in there and evenly in there. So let me just get this one. I mean, it can be a little tricky because it's still sewed to, you know, it's still sewed to your garment. But once you get them evenly into the pull, you can hold the base of the zipper and it should zip back up. Now, if it's not zipping up right away, that could mean that one side is inserted a little bit farther than the other. But basically, once you get it started like that, then you can turn it to the right side and finish zipping it up. Okay, so now I've put the pull back on the zipper. One thing you can do is, if you're still working, I'm going to take a Wonder Clip. I'm going to fold my zipper in half, and I'm just going to leave that on there like that. That way there's no way I can unzip my zipper again until I'm ready to put my waistband on. Okay, so that's a little safety tip for you. Okay, so what I want to show you here before I get my sewing machine is I took my fly out to right about where the top stitching starts to curve towards the center front seam. And the reason why I took it out just to there is because it's common to have a bar tack or a little zigzagged satin tack there on a fly. It's a common feature of many front flies. Like, look in your closet and you'll see what I mean. But that tack not only adds a decorative touch to the outside of your fly, it also holds the two fly pieces together on the inside. So let me get my sewing machine and I will show you how to finish up this and put everything back so it looks just as lovely as it did before you pull the pull off your zipper. I'm going to take the right fly piece and I'm going to fold it up and pin it out of the way because we don't want to catch that while we finish re-sewing the fly top stitching. So I'm just going to pin that out of the way. I'm going to move my needle over to the right needle position and I'm going to re-stitch my fly. And if you just took it out, chances are you've got the holes or the markings from when you sewed it the first time. So I'm just gonna sort of follow along and restitch. Okay, and then when I get to the top of where I stopped taking it out, I'm just gonna overlap the point at which I stopped taking it out, just a couple stitches, and then I'm gonna cut the thread. All right, so you can see here, I re-sewed the base of the fly, and I have a stop start here now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off my zipper foot, and I'm gonna put on, I think I'll put on my clear open toe foot so you can see what I'm doing. I am going to go in here. I'm gonna line up my two fly pieces. I'm gonna let that go down like that. I'm gonna put my fly underneath the presser foot, and I'm gonna start right about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch before my start stop point on the stitching. And I'm gonna choose my zigzag, and I'm gonna make it very narrow and pretty close together like a satin stitch. So this is gonna be 2.0 wide and let's say 0.7 for a stitch length. And basically I am just gonna stitch over my stop start point, and that's gonna do two things. Let me lock it off and show you. Okay, so I created this little bar tack here. Okay, mine got a little bit funky, but basically what that's doing is it's hiding the fact that we stopped and started our fly stitching. And the other thing it does for us is it tacks our fly pieces together all in one step. So I don't need that little diagonal line of stitching that I used to catch it the first time. Okay, so that takes care of that issue. All right, so the only thing you have left to do here is to re-sew your top stitching that you took out to free the base of your zipper. And then you can see that it's completely fine. And because the fly is stitched, the zipper isn't going to zip down to the bottom of the zipper. It can't zip down that low, so you don't have to worry about the pull falling off on the bottom. Okay, so I hope that helps. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them below and I will help you. And thank you for watching this episode of Fit Tip Tuesday. I will see you on Friday for the final episode of the Shorts for Everybody Sew Along. This Friday, I'm going to show you how to do the button closure. I'm going to show you how to hem. And if anybody has anything else that they want me to address during this week's FabFit Friday, please post your comments below and I will add that to my list of things to show you guys. If anybody wants to do belt loops on their shorts, please post a comment and I'll help you with that as well on Friday. So I will see you Friday live at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the finale of the Shorts for Everybody Sew Along. And thank you guys for following along with me. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you on Friday.